Hello. Hi guys, so this is Another Side to Love. Um, this may be my last video. Possibly. Don't know about how things are progressing. Possibly. Um, as you can see, I'm gonna show you right now. So this is my belly. I am currently I just made it to 37 weeks, and this is the side view, this is the front view, this is the other side. This is my 37. This is what my belly looks like at 37 weeks. Probably looks like it hasn't grown. Looks like it grows more towards the front. Nothing really on this side. But anyway, so last time I did a 3-week video, I was 34. So and I was talking about weeks 31, 32, and 33. So now I'm gonna talk about weeks 34, 35, 36, and what has progressed and transpired in a matter of 3 short weeks. So I am currently still working. I plan to work all the way up until I deliver. So that's the goal. That is the goal. However, it doesn't always go that way. Lately, I have been experiencing Braxton Hicks contractions, which in my case, my belly hardens really hard, and then it like dissipates. Then it subsides. So it gets hard, and it for a few minutes, not even a few minutes, probably a few seconds. Nothing hard. Haven't experienced any losing of the membrane or any bloody discharge. Haven't seen any of that. Haven't seen any like mucus plug. Nothing like that. That's telling me, hey, okay, it is almost time. Haven't experienced any of that, and I am forever grateful. I am. Now, in a matter of when I made it from 35 to 36, yeah, so in between 34th week, everything was good, just experiencing Braxton Hicks. Sometimes it's a little hard to walk, a little wobbly every now and then. I am tired, I am sleepy, but other than that, nothing major. But between 35 and 36, that's when things started to get a little tricky. And it's the weirdest thing. So actually the contraction started to get a little bit harder, and made me have some concern. But when I went to the doctor, everything was fine. From between my week 36 was where things started to get crazy. So I was, and mind you, I did not pack anything at that time, but I want to let you know, I am fully packed. I'm not playing right now anymore because don't know what is gonna happen. And if every pregnancy is different, this pregnancy is definitely different for me. My body has changed in a matter of 5 years. That was the last time I had my child, my last kid. So it has changed in 5 years, and I was expecting the same thing, but don't do that. Every pregnancy is different. So pretty much what happened was I went to, because I'm still seeing my specialist, everything was fine. And then the next day I was seeing my primary, and when I went to see them, well, before that, so that night, so let's say I had my specialist appointment on Wednesday, which everything was fine. However, that night I had a headache, which up until this point I've had headaches, but they weren't. This one was very tense and excruciating pain, and it turned out to be a migraine. So and it was on one side, so that's how I figured it was probably a migraine. And I couldn't lay down, and it happened in the middle of the night. And so what happened was, it was to the point where I was like, oh my God, I need to go to the doctor. I need to go to the ER. I need to go to the emergency room. Something's wrong. Something has happened that never happened to me before. So in between that, I called my doctor's office, because they're 24 hours. And I told them what happened. Mind you, I had an appointment Thursday morning, so it worked out. So I called the line. However, that the doctor, apparently they end up texting her instead of calling her. So she didn't get my message till the morning. So I was pretty much up all night, crazy. And I took which you're not supposed to do. I took ibuprofen because that was the only thing I had. Apparently when you're pregnant, you can only have Tylenol, and I had no Tylenol. Only had ibuprofen. I won't do that again. And I took 2 of them, and it did nothing for that headache. It did nothing for the migraine, nothing. And it was on my right side, this side. And it was from here to like my ear, the worst feeling ever. I felt like I was gonna have, I'm like, damn, am I having a stroke? That's how, I don't know what a stroke feels like, but I'm like, what's going on? I'm Googling it, and people are like, oh yeah, it could be this, it's a migraine, it could be that. I saw nothing that, and then I saw nothing that, I don't know, but there won't be a next time, because there won't be. But anyway, so when I went to the doctor Thursday morning, that's where it got scary, because they checked my pressure, and my blood pressure was high. So it was pretty much 140. It was like 130, 140. I got admitted right away because they're like, okay, something is going on. And it was a sign for preeclampsia, which preeclampsia is very scary. It is something that you want to watch out for, and it does happen, and it occurs predominantly in African Americans. Unfortunately, we are the highest case for those. So I started researching that, because I didn't know all this time, and I'm talking about from week 1 all the way up to I made it to, week 36 was when it happened. Between week 36 and 37, that's when I've always gone to all my checkups, everything, blood, all of that, everything has always been good. Haven't had any swelling on my feet. I haven't had any of the symptoms, the common symptoms that they post. So, but however, I was borderline with the blood pressure, because now it's like something's going on. You're small, is the baby growing? I mean, well, it's not the baby growing, is the baby moving? How is the fluids? All of that. And I just saw my specialist the day before, where we do an ultrasound scan. We do an ultrasound scan every time I go. So it was crazy, because apparently preeclampsia can happen anywhere from, it can happen at any point in time, and it can progress rapidly. And I will admit that I have not been eating that well. I have had a lot of salt in my diet, so maybe, and then stress. So stress is the #1 killer, is a very silent killer. This is a very important video. If you do plan to watch it, I hope you watch it all the way through. But stress is a very silent killer, and that's most likely what has added to my pressure raising and all of these changes. And so that was scary. Got admitted, and they were watching me for like, I got discharged. However, I was on like 24 to 48 hour bed rest, but I was on a 24-hour watch. So I had to go back the next day. They had to take my blood, which those shots, I mean, well, the needle, it's painful, it's annoying, but it's prepping me up for what's to come. They had to do that. They had to monitor me They was checking my pressure every 10 minutes. And then of course they were monitoring the baby and the movements and everything like that. And then meanwhile, I had to, once I got discharged, I went in my appointment at 9, which, yeah, it was like 9 in the morning. Yeah. And then I didn't get released from the hospital till about 3 or 4 o'clock. So that's how, and then as soon as my doctor saw me and she got my message and everything, they took me in right away. As soon as I came in, they took me in right away. They checked it. They were like, we're gonna send you right now. And luckily, my doctor's office and the hospital is in the same area. It's literally at the hospital, the doctor's office. So I was right there. I was in the right place at the right time. And I was pretty much in the ER and the labor and delivery room. And then she was like, if anything, any number is off anything, you're gonna deliver him today. And I'm like, I didn't pack, I didn't do this, I didn't do that. I'm like, oh my God, the kids, they're at camp, who's gonna pick them up? So, cause I planned for when I do have the baby, I didn't plan for what happens before. So that's how you know every pregnancy is different. You can have a plan, that doesn't mean it's gonna go that way. But as you can see, I'm still very pregnant, and everything worked out. So when I went back, the 24-hour, when I came back after the 24-hour notice, my blood pressure, however, was still slightly elevated. However, it was not at 140, but it was like still borderline. So, I had to do another test, a urine test, 24-hour urine test. So my blood work came back, and everything was again fine. Everything was fine. However, they took the urine, and so I didn't get a call back. So apparently, most likely, it's probably fine. If not, I will find out when I go in. I do see my doctor on a Monday. So that's when I will find out what's going on. And you know, but I feel like it's gonna come back fine as well. However, I am right now no salt. I do due to the pregnancy, I have started eating meat to help me gain some weight and, you know, increase with my protein and stuff like that. But right now I have not been eating any of, like, I like fried stuff, I like baked stuff, I like stuff, I like food. Who doesn't like food? And I like good food. So, but right now I am definitely watching. Right now I am on like no salt. I'm not eating anything, consuming anything with salt. But it's tricky because right now I'm eating fruits, I'm drinking smoothies, I do have salad, but then I have to watch the dressing. So with the salt intake, I don't even know. For me, I can say that so far, if I see it over 200, if it says over 200 milligrams, I'm not getting it. I'm not putting it on there. Like, I liked cheese, and I was looking at the package, 2 tablespoons, it was like 3 something. So, and 2 tablespoons the tablespoon is not even that big. So as of right now, like, my salt intake, I guess I can say it's limited to under 200. So anything that's over 200, I'm not eating it. And then I'm pretty much, it's either no salt, it's either I'm not gonna have any salt in it, or it's gonna have, like I said, I'm watching it because I'm eating what I have here. I did go out and I did purchase salad again, because that's one thing I haven't consumed in a while. I can say that. Before, I would have a salad, I would say almost every day. Yeah, a salad. So I'm incorporating that again. Again, my dressing. So that's the only thing. Haven't found a good dressing. I did see there's a dressing that I use. It's called Brianna's, and it's artichoke. I did see that it was it didn't have too much sodium. So, however, I haven't had a salad yet. I haven't made a salad yet. So this all transpired in a matter of like 3 days. Right now, I am currently like resting, and you know, I couldn't go to work and all of this stuff, and that's just how pregnancy is. So, but what it did spark was I packed my bag. I got my stuff. I got a few things that came to me in the mail, and I want to share that with you as far as what I have for the baby so far. So I did go. One great thing, if you have insurance, you can check with them and see if you're able to get a free breast pump. My insurance, I was lucky to get a free breast pump through them, so I had to pay nothing. And that breast pump, the one that I was able to get, I was looking at reviews, was Spectra. So this is my breast pump that came in the mail, and it's Spectra 2, which according to the reviews is pretty good. And this breast pump is about, I believe it's about $200 if you were to pay out of pocket, or $199, or well, which is $200, or $99, something like that. Because I saw it, I was looking at Target, and then I ran across this post on Facebook. That's why networking is very important. And it stated, oh, you can check to see if you can get a free breast pump. I got this from yummymommies.com. I could try to post the link on the bottom, and pretty much it was easy, no hassle, anything like that. You put in your insurance, you put in your group number, and then it tells you what breast pumps you qualify for that are free. And then also, when you have insurance, you are guaranteed one free breast pump within 3 years. I believe as long as you are. So let me give you an example. So you are, let's say you have Aetna or AvMed, and you gave birth in 2013 and you gave birth in 2015. You would not be able to get another breast pump until like 3 years after. So you can't get 2 breast pumps within 3 years at the same company. If I'm not mistaken, that's what the rules are. So I've never had a breast pump through insurance. You gotta wait.
Okay.
I've never had a breast pump through insurance.
Have your applesauce.
Go sit down. Excuse me, my children. This is what happens with kids. So yeah, and I got this. So I'm forever grateful for that. And it comes with all the parts. I did purchase this, which is the bottles that I was talking about, which is my Nano Baby, which mimics a breast pump, which supposedly it mimics a breast. I'll let you know how my baby, how he likes it, if he likes it. But these are, and I got this from Walmart. And also, last but not least, very important. This is very light, so don't beat me up. But finally got the car seat. What I am gonna do, I'm gonna purchase a stroller so that I can attach the car seat to the stroller, be done with it. So I'm happy about that, and that's about it. Now, what I'm gonna talk about is pretty much also, when you're pregnant, you want to watch your kicks as you get older. As you get further along in the trimester, you want to watch your kicks. So that's what I've been doing. My baby moves a lot, predominantly in the morning, and sometimes if I eat, he's gonna move. If I eat something, he's gonna move. I haven't really caught the patterns yet, but as far as I know for sure, he always moves in the morning, and he definitely moves at night, and periodically every time I eat. So I didn't have time to show you what's in my bag, but I did show you some of the outfits that the baby is going to wear. But I do have a list of things that I am taking that I think is important. Like I said, I think it's important. These are the things that I'm going to take. So, toothbrush, toothpaste for sure, deodorant, lotion, my bathrobe, I'm gonna take that, socks, slippers, a loose gown, and I am really only taking one gown. I plan to I'm in the hospital, I'm gonna wear their hospital gown, and then I have no idea how this pregnancy is gonna progress or how the recovery part is gonna be, but I only bought one gown to change in, and then I have my going home outfit, and that's it. So technically two, but I'm only gonna wear one for like during the recovery part at the hospital, and mainly just wear their gowns. I'd rather get their stuff. They're gonna be prepping and touching all that stuff. A charger, of course, a journal or a notepad, which I'm gonna take. You don't know what you're gonna bring or what you want to write down. Definitely snacks. I'm gonna take that. I'm taking a magazine. I have a couple of magazines. Nursing bra, a dirty clothes bag, baby clothes, pads, and of course the baby blanket for when we go home. And that's pretty much what I'm taking, besides my camera and my phone. So that's pretty much what I'm taking, because again, you don't know how it's gonna go, and you want to make sure that whoever is your partner that's coming with you, make sure they have a little bag for them too, like a little snacks. Have some snacks for them as well, and maybe one outfit or something like that, because you just never know. So thank you for watching this long video. I know I told you about all the things that has transpired. Once again, I'm going to show you one more final look at the belly. Again, I made it to 37 weeks, and now I'm in the home stretch right there, and this is what my belly looks like. Wish you love, peace, and happiness. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time. So this again, it's right here. Bye.